What's up, guys, and welcome to my YouTube. My name is Ty. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe. This is my very first YouTube video. I have been wanting to make a YouTube for so long, and finally I just was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. Like, why am I not gonna do it? There's nothing that has stopped me from doing this, so here I am. I love to talk. I love to talk about anything and everything, so I feel like this is the perfect platform for me to do what I like to do, which is talk. Side note, feel free to follow me on my Instagram. That is going to be Thaaibaby, Thaaibaby. That is the same username for my Twitter. Feel free to follow me on Twitter as well, because I just made my Twitter and it's looking a little lonely. Yeah, I think I have like 40-something followers on Twitter, so feel free to follow me on that one as well. But anyways, so since this is my first YouTube video, I feel like why not do a get to know me. But the thing about the get to know me video, I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to say in order for you guys to get to know me. So what I did was I had my family text me a bunch of different questions that they've always wanted to ask me, and I'm going to answer those questions. So that's how we're going to get started into this get to know me video. I'm going to be looking at my monitor over here because this is where the questions are at, and yeah, we're just going to get right into this. So the first question comes from my mom, and it says, what do you believe your greatest accomplishment has been thus far? So to answer that question, I would say thus far my greatest accomplishment is really just kind of taking a leap of faith and stepping into the career path that I want to be in. I'm super into fashion, and I'm super into like motivational speaking and helping other people out. I honestly believe we're put on this earth to like help our neighbors, so that's what I really am trying to do. Just inspire people. And I know people are like so loosely throwing around the term influencer or whatever, which I don't even have a problem with it. If you feel you are influencing someone, honey, by all means do it, because I do call myself an influencer. And I'm not talking about just for like fashion. Like, I influence people to be themselves. I influence people to love themselves and, you know, just be accepting of who they are and everybody else. So to go back to that question, my greatest accomplishment thus far has been really leaving my comfort zone, my regular 9-to-5 gig, and just taking a leap of faith, stepping out, you know, doing what I feel I was put here to do. This is my Life is Sweet cup, by the way. I'm going to be taking a lot of this because I'm a little thirsty. Side note, I don't really like soda or juice or anything like that. I always drink water. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, so the next question is, can you create makeup tutorial videos? That is from my niece, Gigi. That little girl, she is a handful. So Gigi, to answer that question, I may make a few makeup tutorials because I am a makeup artist currently. That is my job. But that's not really like what I intend on this YouTube to be. I mean, yeah, I'll do it because I like to do makeup, but don't expect a makeup tutorial every week from me because, child, it ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Okay, next question. Do you believe everything happens for a reason? Again, that question comes from my mom. Yeah, most definitely. I think everything happens for a reason. I mean, stuff doesn't just happen. Shit doesn't just happen just to happen. Like, I kind of believe everything is like strategically placed. Yeah, we have the free will to do what we want to do, but ultimately I think everything happens for a reason. Nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens by mistake. I don't think, yeah, no, just answer that question. Yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. Most definitely. What is your favorite brand? That comes from my niece, Olivia. So currently, I'm gonna be so honest. And I know this is probably gonna sound like, okay, whatever. My favorite brands right now, Fashion Nova, and Pretty Little Thing. Reason being is because they are cheap as hell. Let me say inexpensive. They are super inexpensive, and I am an inexpensive shopper. I don't like to spend a lot of money on things. Like, I'm not too big into like name brands. Like, if it's cute, it's cute. I don't care if it has a $2 price tag or a $2,000 price tag on it. If it's cute and I can funk it, I can wear it any kind of way I want to, I'm gonna get it. And I feel like right now, those two brands, they really like, they have so much on their website, and you can mix and match and take different pieces from all over their website and come out on top with so many different items for like the low. So currently, I know, don't say, oh, you're so typical, you're just like everybody else. Whatever, say what you want. Those are my favorite right now because, you know, you can get what you need for the low. So those two are on the top of my list right now. So the next question, how is your love life? That's from my dad. To answer that question, it's non-existent. Next. Okay. So this question, if you were gay, who would be your type? And that comes from my sister-in-law. So, if I was into chicks like that, my type would probably be someone who, I guess, resembles me. Like, I've always thought tall women were extremely beautiful. Nothing against like shorter girls or shorter women. You guys are cute. But I think like taller women are just like, there's just something sexy about them, you know? So I would say tall, really pretty face, like more feminine. Yeah, I don't know, maybe, I guess, someone who just looks like me. Like, she could be me. I would be my type. That sounds really conceited, but I'm into myself, so that would be my type if I was into chicks like that. Let's see. Next question. What is the most insightful lesson you have learned when it comes to dealing with people? And that question comes from my dad. So I would say, honestly, the most insightful lesson I have ever learned when dealing with people is not everything is gonna go my way. Not everything is gonna go how I think it should go. Not everybody thinks how I think. Not everybody is going to handle situations how I handle them. With that being said, you know, you gotta give people free range to do what they want to do. You can't force somebody to do something. You can't like force somebody or mold someone into who or what you want them to be. Like, shit just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. And you honestly just, you can't force yourself, or not yourself, you can't force other people to do what you want them to do. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Because I can tell you what, if you try to mold me into something that you want me to be, it ain't gonna happen. Like, I am who I am. I am very much my own person, and it has been that way since I was a kid. So it's just not gonna happen. And that doesn't just go for me, like that goes for every single body. So yeah. Next question. So my brother asked me, what are you afraid of? And my sister asked me, what is your biggest fear? So I'm just gonna clump those two together. And the answer to that question is being alone. Not being, let me rephrase that, being lonely. Not being alone. I can be by myself and enjoy my own company. I mean, growing old without my person. Being older without having the love of my life. I am very much a lover. Like, I love the idea of marriage and kids and a foundation and all of that. And I really, really look forward to the day that that happens for me. And I see like older people who they've never gotten married or like they're against it. And I'm not knocking it because like that's what they want. That's what they choose. But for me, my biggest fear is really growing old, getting old, and not having, you know, my own family unit, my own person, my husband, my kids, things like that. Like material things, Those come and those go, and honey, they can be taken from you just as fast as they were given to you. I'm talking about like emotional stability. I really fear of, my biggest fear is not having that one day, like, and I really, really want that. And I know it's gonna come, but that's just my biggest fear, that maybe it won't come. And I don't really like to think about that. It makes me sad. Okay, next question. What can we expect from Thai in the future? And that comes from my dad. So to answer that question, you can expect big things. You can expect huge things. You can expect my name, Thai, to be a household name. Like, I am claiming it today. What is today? August 12th, 2019. Mark my words, Thai, the name Thai will be a household name. Like that, you can expect that. For sure. You can expect to see me flourishing. You can expect to see me in places that we never thought I would be. I'm claiming it. I'm accepting it right now, this second. So, next question. Can you make a YouTube video doing my makeup? That comes from Gigi, my niece. Of course. Of course, Titi will bring you on her channel and we are going to get you right, girlfriend. We are going to do your makeup. I got you. Next question. Favorite munchie food? And this is from Jackie. McDonald's chicken nuggets, a large fry, and a sweet tea, but I'll probably take like 2 sips of the sweet tea and trash it. But yeah, 10-piece nugget. You have to ask for them fresh. A large fry. And I always get salt on the side because I have a salt addiction. It's kind of bad. Like, quick little backstory. I went to McDonald's one time and I just ordered a large fry, and I asked for extra salt, and the drive-thru lady, she was like, they're not salted. And I looked at her and I was like, I like salt. Can you just give me the salt packet? Like, can you just mind your fucking business? Like, give me the salt. I like salt. I have a salt addiction. And it's real. Oh, and the sauces. I have 3 sauces. Ranch, buffalo, and sweet and sour. And I know some of you guys are probably like, stop eating McDonald's. It's so bad for you. You're bad for you. All right? Leave me alone. I can eat what I want to eat. That's my favorite munchie food. McDonald's. 10-piece chicken nuggets, large fry, and a sweet tea. But I'll probably trash the sweet tea and just end up drinking water. Next question. Who makes you smile when you think about them? And who makes you cringe when you think about them? This question comes from my mom. So, who makes me smile when I think about them? My mama. Like, that is my BFF. That is my dog. She is my inspiration behind every single thing I do. Like, from the outfits I wear to the things I talk about to my personality. Like, she's just the perfect woman. She is just so wonderful. Like, and every time I think about her, I have to smile because I just love her so much. Who makes me cringe? This person shall remain nameless. This person was not close to me. This person was close to someone who I love, and they hurt this person that I love. And so every time I think about this person, I cringe. Yeah, I don't even want to think about this person because I don't like that person. And I hope you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you're watching this and you have a feeling that it's you, it probably is. Next question. How did you lose so much weight? That comes from my dad. Okay, so for y'all who don't know me, in my past life, I'm gonna try to figure out how to drop a picture here or something. It's my first time doing a video, so I don't really know how to edit it, but I'm going to try to find a picture of me when I was fluffy. I'm gonna try to insert it in this little area. Yeah, I was a bigger girl. And honestly, I don't really know how I lost a lot of weight. Literally when I was a teenager, like, I got super sick and I shot up real tall. I'm 5'11", in case you can't tell how long I am by my extremities and my long ass skinny fingers. I'm 5'11". So I literally like shot up and lost a whole bunch of weight, and then I just kept it off, like, not even intentionally, because I I wouldn't say I'm the healthiest person. Like, I go to yoga. That's like my form of workout. Occasionally I'll ride my bike, not that often, because last time I fell off my bike and I skid on the hot ass Las Vegas concrete into the street and I fucked up my elbow and my knee. So I don't really get on the bike too much anymore, but like I don't know, Dad. I don't know how I lost so much weight. I got sick and then it all just fell off of me. That's what happened. Okay. Is it more difficult to do makeup on a male's face than a female? And that question comes from my niece, Olivia. I would say it's more difficult for me to do makeup on a male's face, only because I do my face every single day. Like, this is my face that I'm used to. Obviously, it's a female's face, so like, I'm used to doing that. A lot of my clients currently are females. So on the rare occasion that I do get a male client, I mean, of course I know how to do it, but some things are just a little different. Like, naturally, men have like a more like structured, like they just have more structured facial features. So like, too much contour can be like too harsh on their face. Not enough of something can be, you know, too much. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. To answer the question, for me personally, doing makeup on a male's face is a little more difficult than it is doing on a female's face. For me, maybe I'll get more practice, but currently all my clientele have been female. So, if you could write a letter to 10-year-old you, what would you say? And that comes from my sister Ashley. If I could write a letter to 10-year-old Thaaibaby, I would tell her that it gets easier. I would tell her to just keep being you, baby girl. Don't let these bullies, don't let these mean people get to you. It's okay. And I would thank her for not taking her life when she could. I would thank her because life is good. Life is good right now. And I would just tell her, girl, just keep going. And everybody who puts you down, it's going to come back around. It's going to come around. And the people the stones that they took to tear you down, those are going to be the stepping stones for you to get to where you're going to be. So just keep going. Keep on treading, baby girl. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm not even going to re-say the word that I just used because I don't think it was a word. Next question. What is your favorite ice cream? From Gigi. I don't really like ice cream for two reasons. One, I hate being the slightest bit cold. I hate being cold. Like, if I'm the slightest bit cold, I hate it. And two, I don't really like sweets. Like, I'm not like a sweet person, like cookies, candies, cakes, all that. I'm more like meat, potatoes, and salt. But if I did have to pick like my favorite ice cream, I'd say cookies and cream. But I can only have like a little bit of it. Plus, like, you know, in the stomach, like I can't really handle it. It just comes right out of me. If you could take a vacation right now, where would you go? And that comes from my sister-in-law. Dang, I know I had more questions with my other family members. Oh, it's on the next page. I'm like, I feel like I've had nothing but my mom, my sister-in-law, and my niece ask me questions. Anyways, if I could take a vacation right now, where would I go? Somewhere tropical. So I could just lay on the beach. So I could just have the sun on my body, sand in my toes, and just relax. I live in Vegas, so like I'm around a bunch of noise and traffic and all that every single day. I'm around the party scene every single day. Not that I party, but like, you know, being a makeup artist, that's like, it's where you're at most of the time because that's where everyone who needs their makeup when they come to Vegas. I'm going out, I have an event, I have this, I have that. So if I could be anywhere right now, it would be on a beach, chilling, big chilling. So, next question. What has been a fear that you've had, and if you've overcome, how? And that comes from my sister Ashley. I've always had a fear of failing, but how I overcame that was I realized you already failed if you never tried. So I mean, you can either try and fail and retry and then maybe fail again and then retry and keep retrying until you get it, or you can just have this like irrational fear of not succeeding and never doing it. Therefore, you've already failed if that's the route you're gonna go. So like you've already accomplished your fear if you choose to do that. So, you know, anything that I have ever been afraid to do, like, example, when I said, you know what, I want to start promoting myself on Instagram, I was always fearful that I was gonna fail. I had a fear that I was just gonna be out here putting in all this work for nothing. And then one day I woke up and I was like, you know what, if I don't try, I'll never know. I'll never know if this is going to be the route for me if I never try to take this route. So yeah, how did I get over that? Just by that, getting over the fear and saying, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, because if you don't do it, you've already failed, sister girl. So, what are your weaknesses? And that comes from my older brother, Q. My biggest weakness, my emotions. I am so emotional. Like, I am, oh my gosh, I'm probably one of the most emotional people. But at the same time, since I am so emotional, I'm also very logical and I'm very aware. So that means, like, since I know how emotional I can be and I know how emotional I can get sometimes, I know how to decide when I'm being too emotional. Like, I know how to say, okay, you know what, these are your emotions talking, these are your emotions right now, you need to bring it down a little bit, honey. Because like you just can't think off of pure emotion. And sometimes, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that has been my biggest downfall. When I'm pissed, like, and it takes a lot for me to get pissed. Like, I'm probably one of the most laid back, calm, cool, collective people you will ever meet. But when I do get pissed, it's like, oh my God, like, I'm crying, I'm saying whatever, I'm real flip at the mouth, like, and that's not okay. So like, that's probably one of my biggest weaknesses that I am currently working on to this day. Like, I really try to bring myself down, like, calm myself down. I watched this TV show on Netflix and it's called Wentworth, and it's like this jail series, but there's one scene, I forget, I think it's in like season 3 or something like that, where the jail psych is talking to one of the inmates, and she has like a temper, like an anger problem, and he tells her whenever she finds herself in these situations where she's just pissed or upset, she has to tell herself, I am in control of my own emotions. And I don't know, when I heard that, something clicked, something resonated in my spirit, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try doing that. So whenever I find myself getting like too emotional, like too upset or too anything, I just tell myself out loud so I can hear it, so it's in the universe, not even, I don't think it, like I literally say it out of my mouth, I am in control of my own emotions. And it's helped. I think I kind of steered off that question. My biggest weakness, being over emotional sometimes. I think I just kicked my tripod, so I think the video kind of did a little whoa. Y'all like that whoa? Okay. What is your happiest childhood memory? That question comes from my mom. My happiest childhood memory, so when I was younger and I lived in Alaska, my dad would take me and my sister, Puff, her name's Maja, but we call her Puff. He would take us every Saturday. We'd have what was called Daddy-Daughter Day, and we would either like go to the park or go to the lake or go somewhere, but at the end of it, he would always take us to Baskin-Robbins ice cream, and he would let us get however many scoops we wanted, however many flavors, and it was just the best. Like, I looked forward to Daddy-Daughter Day all the time. It was literally my favorite thing in the world. Favorite. So, next question. What trend do you think should never be used or seen again? And that question comes from my niece, Olivia. Flats and jean shorts. Absolutely hate them. I hate both of them. And I wish that they would stop making both of them because they're just not cute. They never will be. So stop wearing them. Please. Would you consider taking up painting? And that comes from my brother-in-law. Actually, yes. Most recently, I actually thought about just buying a canvas and getting a bunch of paint, like acrylic paint, and just going at it. But I always thought, like, I don't know, like, I'm creative, I'm extremely creative, but makeup is more like my medium. But then I thought makeup and paint, they're kind of the same. Like, they're actually very, very similar to each other. So if I'm good at makeup, I might be good at painting. So yes, Sean, to answer that question, I actually have thought about taking up painting, and I think I might, like, in the near future, just go buy a canvas and just have at it. So next question, what are your guilty pleasures? And that comes from my brother Q. So I really like to order in either Thai food or Wingstop. Love, love, love Wingstop. Absolutely love it. So I either like to order in Thai food or Wingstop, smoke a little weed, watch The Office or Friday. I could do that every single day for the rest of my life and be completely content. Ordering food, smoking a little something, and watching either The Office or Friday. Friday is like literally my favorite movie, and I crack up every single time I watch it. And The Office is just funny. Like, The Office is just hilarious. Okay. So the next question comes from my nephew, Elijah, and it says, how did you get so tall? Honestly, I don't know. My mom is 5 feet, barely. My dad is 5'10", and I'm 5'11". I don't know. I'm gonna assume from my dad's side though, because my granddad's pretty tall. I think he's like 6'4" or something like that, 6'3" or 6'4". And then my uncle from my dad's side is like 6'6". So maybe it just skipped my dad and like his younger siblings, or most of his younger siblings, but I don't know. God liked me more than my siblings and said, I'm just gonna give her a little bit of extra. A little, you know? Maybe if you eat your vegetables, you could be tall too. So, next question. At what point did you realize your worth? Was there a defining moment in your life that altered how you thought of yourself? And this comes from my BFF, aka my sister Puff. So to answer that question, what was the point when I realized my worth? I was at the lowest point of my life, like the lowest of the low. I cried, I was lost. I didn't even know why I was crying sometimes. And then I started to pray, and I started to ask God to just help me see myself how he saw me, and to help me to see things in how they are and not how they appear to be, or how I think they are, or how I want them to be. And once I started like praying for that, like really, really, really seeking God and just asking him to just help me, because at one point I didn't even know what I was praying for. I didn't even know what to pray for. All I could say was, God, help me. And that's when I realized, like, you're hot shit, girlfriend. Like, honey. And let me just toot let me toot that too. Let me just toot my own horn for a second. I am smart. I am kind. I am beautiful. I am loved. I am creative. I am artistic. I am a good person. Like, and these are things that I know to be true about myself. And some people might hear that and be like, oh, you're so conceited. No, I am the furthest thing from conceited. But when you know your worth, you know your value, you're not afraid to say those things, because you know for a fact that's what you are, and you don't let anybody take that away from you. So, and you don't have any shame of speaking on it. So to answer that question, Puff, I realized my worth when I was at my lowest point, and I just prayed and asked God, Lord, if you hear me, I need you to help me. And he showed me, he helped me, and he allowed me to see myself through his lens and not through my own, or through the world or social media or anything like that. And it feels good. It felt good. It's got me through a lot. Next question. What do you do in your free time? And that comes from my nephew, Elijah. Water break. I'm thirsty. You guys like my cup? It says life is sweet. And there's like sprinkles in there. Thought it was really cute. Anyways, okay, what do I like to do in my free time? I really like to put together outfits. I like to go online, look at like a bunch of different like websites and look through the whole website, see how many different outfits I can put together, and usually like the best outfit wins and I end up buying it, and then I like to take pictures in that outfit and post it and talk about it, and I like to get cute. Elijah, I like to do my hair. No, I take that back. I hate doing my hair. I like to do my makeup, and I like to get dressed, and I like to take pictures, and I like to be cute. Hate doing my hair, which is why it's always in lazy styles like this, because I'm not a hairdresser. It's the worst, doing my hair. Okay, next question. Do you have any favorite books or book genres? I really like fiction. First of all, I love to read. When I was younger, like middle school, like beginning of high school, I used to read the dictionary just because I like to have like an enhanced vocabulary. But like currently, I really like to read fiction because it just really shows like the creative mind. Like it allows you to escape reality. Like, and whoever wrote this book made it all up. It might be based off true things, but like fiction is fake. So for the majority, like the whole thing is fake and it's made up in your mind. And to me, that's pretty cool to know that someone is that creative that they can write an entire book on just one thought, one notion, and boom, you got like a masterpiece. So fiction, that's my favorite genre. I keep kicking this tripod. Sorry if my video keeps doing the whoa. So my next question comes from my sister-in-law, and it says, who is your celebrity crush? I have 3. Young Dolph. I know he's got a girl, and no disrespect to his girl, I just think he is just so fine. 2, Theophilus London. I don't know if he has a girl. Again, if he does, no disrespect to her. If he doesn't, somebody tell him I said what is up. Because I love his music. I love how he looks. I love his aesthetic. Like, I'm really into like that kind of like artsy man. And obviously Rihanna. I mean, who doesn't have a crush on Rihanna? She's fucking everything. To answer that other question, if I was into chicks like that, who would be my type? Rihanna would be my type. Rihanna would be my type today. I just think she's gorgeous. Next question comes from my sister Ashley, and it says, what is one thing that you love about yourself? I love that I'm a good person. I love that even in my most angry moments, whoever I'm angry at or whatever I'm angry about, I still forgive. There has never been a situation that has happened to me where I have not been able to forgive someone. I believe that you should always forgive. You don't have to forget, and you don't have to allow that same behavior back into your life, but always forgive. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's going to do something either to you, or you might do something to someone at least once in your lifetime that is pretty messed up. But me knowing that I'm a good person, like, I take pride in that. I don't do things to intentionally hurt people. When people hurt me, I don't hold grudges. I usually say, you know what, fuck it, it was small. If it didn't kill me, it's peanuts. That's just my view, my opinion on things. So, next question. They sent me a lot of questions. I'm not going to answer all of them because I feel like it's going to be like an hour to do that. So I'm just going to skim through and just pick random ones. But anyways, my next question comes from my niece Olivia, and it says, what are some of your favorite trends that you hope stick around? Anything fur, anything sparkle. I really love like the 80s like go-go dancer kind of vibe that's been like buzzing around social media right now, like the big chunky platform heels with like the little tiny I love it. Like, literally, Austin Powers, those movies are my fashion inspo. Love them, love them, love them. And even if they do go out of style, your girl's still gonna wear them. I am still going to be out here 5'11" in all, probably a solid 6'6" in my platform sparkle high heels and my little go-go dress with the fur around the rim. Like, I'm always gonna be here for it, all the time. Next question, did you take my UGG boots? They've been missing for years. That comes from my sister Puff. Next question, if you could change one thing about your appearance, what would it be? And that comes from my sister-in-law, Jackie. If I could change one thing, there's not much I would change about myself. But if I could change one thing about myself, it would be my smile. I've always wanted like a really, really pretty smile. And I don't know, I feel like my smile's whatever, but like no one looks at a picture of me or when I smile and they say, oh, you have such a nice smile. Like, no, I want to have one of those smiles that like when someone smiles, they're like, oh yeah, oh, her smile is just so pretty. I don't have that. So I wish I did. If I could change anything about myself, it would definitely be my smile. I just want like a really, really, really pretty smile. Okay, so my next question comes from my niece, Olivia, and it says, what are/were some of your favorite, oh no, I just read that. Sorry, I just saw another question that I skipped over from her, and I was gonna ask it. Oh, here it is. Oh, what is the most underrated makeup product in your opinion? Clear mascara, because I use it for eyebrow gel. I use it on the days that I don't want to wear any makeup, like, but I just need my eyelashes to still have like that curled look. Clear mascara is like everything, and I literally get like the cheapest one I can find, which I think is Maybelline. It has like the green top on it. It's like, I don't know, it can't be more than $5, like, and a lot of people don't use it, and I don't know why, because it's such a great thing. Like, it's such a good alternative to brow gel. So, and I already have like naturally thick eyebrows, so I don't really like to use like tinted brow gels, because that tends to make them like even more like ooh, and I don't really like I like a thick brow, but like I don't like, you know, in your face, that's the only thing that you see, eyebrows. So, oh, sorry, I have a wedgie. It's kind of hurting. Okay, now my last question that I'm gonna ask, because there's just so many questions and I just don't want to answer all of them, comes from my sister-in-law, and it says, what is your dream job? My dream job would be professional blogger, professional blogger slash vlogger. I really just like to talk. Like, I like to talk, and I like to inspire people, and I like to help people, and I like fashion. And what better way to compile all those different things that I like other than like a blog? Like, honestly, where else, like what other platform do you have to do all of that? I mean, not just makeup, not just talking, not just fashion, but all of it. Blogging. If I could sit and talk in front of a camera and look good while I'm doing it and like what I'm doing, I would love it. So yeah, those are the questions that my family asked me. And that is my little get to know me. So thank you guys for watching this YouTube. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I promise I'm gonna get better with everything. I'm gonna get better at my lighting, at my video editing. You just gotta bear with me because it's my first one. It's my first video and I'm not really too tech savvy, so I gotta figure all this shit out by myself, which everybody does. But bear with me. I promise it's gonna get better with time. Just keep watching, keep subscribing, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dude, tell whoever. Tell them come fuck with me. Follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter. That is Thaaibaby, Thaaibaby. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best for just sitting here listening to me talk about myself for the last however long it's been. Fuck. And now my shutter's not working, so I have to look at this.